Hello boys and girls, we are going to be making freedom quilt blocks, and on this screen you can see many classic designs from quilts, from slaves moving north, getting signals and signs from the quilts hanging outside of homes. Alright boys and girls, we are going to be making a freedom quilt square design. And our first step will be making sure we have some of our supplies. Could be crayons, markers, colored pencils, anything you've got, piece of paper, a straight edge if you can find one. This is actually a hole puncher. You can use a book for a straight edge, or just another piece of paper for the straight edge. Of course, you're going to want a pencil. Always have a pencil handy while you're working in the arts. Alright, I'm going to make this piece of paper into a square. And I've shown you this once before. You just take the bottom and you move your way up to the top. So you're going to make a fold. Don't make that fold until you know it's pretty straight. And then press. Alright, I could draw a line here, but I can really clearly see this line. And I'm going to cut along the line, nice and carefully. I'm going to cut the extra rectangle off, which makes this into a perfect square. When you open it up, you can get that little seam out that we made, and now we have a square. It's not perfect, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be. Now, boys and girls, we're going to create, within this square, we are going to make 16 little squares. So we can set up a geometric design. So I'm going to fold up once and press one more time up and press, press, press. And I'm going to turn it this way and go up. Have the edges meet always. Tuck down and press. And one more time. Up, up to the edge and press down. So now we've got this tiny square, and when I unfold it, I will have 16 squares in all the right places here. Let's see. Open it up. Alright, here we go. It looks like 8, and of course doubling it is 16. Now, this is where the straight edge comes in. If you don't have one, you can just draw on these lines. Or you can take a piece of paper. I'm using this paper hole puncher. I'm going to draw over. And we are going to be creating a quilt square. And we're going to talk a bit about the freedom quilts. Alright, boys and girls. I'm just turning my paper and doing the other lines. And today I'm just going to actually do one of your basic freedom quilt designs that can be set up pretty simply with some triangles and dividing this paper up. Thank you. Let's see. Alright, boys and girls, within my design I'm choosing to do the North Star, which is a really classic design. You don't have to choose North Star. I'm going to give you some examples of different designs, and you can kind of maybe make one of your own secret messages within your quilt. But we're going to be breaking this up into basic geometric shapes and color. So boys and girls, to create the North Star, it's basically one solid color in the center and triangular shapes all all around. So these little shapes get divided. This is going to stay the same, stay the same, stay the same. And then these lines are going to become triangles. So the top of the star, and people knew these secret messages when they'd see these quilts. Now I have to turn it this way, almost like a set of ears going in the opposite directions here. So this is my top of the star, the center, and now I have to do the same thing, zigzagging out. So I'm going to zig in, there's all sorts of symbols we can talk about and work on, and out, and in, and out. There's a beautiful boat design I think would be fun to do. And this is going to go out from this direction. And if you have a black Sharpie and you'd like to outline these, that would be wonderful. You don't have to. And here's the North Star. I'm going to be trying some other designs. And simply, with my Sharpie, I'm going to outline these so you can see them a little bit better. So, this quilt square is one square divided 16 times. And often, quilt squares have geometric designs. Not always. There's some really fantastic quilt designs. And it's very fascinating that they were used for secret messages for slaves escaping the South and coming north. They're going to Canada, and they had secret messages and people understood them. Really incredible. So this is going to be the bottom of the star, side of the star, and we've got to follow the North Star. And here we go. Just tracing some of those lines and adding color. You can use a variety of materials for this. I'm going to use crayon and marker, I think. Now, this symbol's understood. And it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. We're not machines. And there we go. And I'm going to add color.
Be sure to finish to the edge the paper. I know I had to speed this up because it's actually pretty time consuming to do this project. And I'm going to give you one more example of the geese flying north. Of course, this is the North Star.
All right, boys and girls, maybe you're going to make your quilt design of the flying geese. If you're really struggling, you can create your own idea. I have no problem with you making one up and coming up with a unique design idea that could be used. All right, boys and girls, I wanted to have the flying geese moving through these squares, and it's a little complicated. So basically it's going to be a bird here going up and a bird here moving up, and it's not exact, so I'd really rather use my straight edge and go from edge to edge. Here's one of the geese flying north. And another edge. So you can tell the difference between hand drawn and using a straight edge. So this is a triangle and this is a triangle. So this is a symbol for the geese. Triangle, all the way up and all the way down. And the triangle. Now, they're not moving all in the same direction. They're going to turn. So it's going to go this way this time. This is turning, this is turning. So I'm just going to turn my paper and do what I did before, from edge to edge. And I give myself a little clue by drawing that light line on the paper. And I can erase it. I just want to make sure I'm going the right direction. And using a marker, so I don't want to make a mistake. There's another bird and another. This one has a lot of triangles in it. All right, it's turning this way, going that way. Now it's going to go down. So the triangle is going to move this way, and this way, and this way, and this way. And I'm just going to turn my paper. So I'm always making the same design in the same direction. Here's part of the birds, and it's supposed to symbolize the beak and the tail and the direction. And here we go. Need to erase some of this. And let's see, they're going this way, they're going this way, they're going this way, so turning again. And I'm going to have some drawn here and here, like a little arrow for the clue. And there are all